Shalom, shalom. Just gonna do a quick lesson, something that was on my spirit as I'm walking. First and foremost, I want to give all the praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem HaKodash. That belongs to the apostles and elders of Great Millstones. Salutations. Much love to you, Akim, out there pushing this word out in truth and sincerity. This is your brother Chaim Apash coming at you with another lesson. And this one is going to be basically explaining how Esau is no different from a YN in the street. Okay? Esau is absolutely no different from one of these YNs in the street. And it's kind of spiritual because, they had that little meme going about with Trump. Basically, they put him in a AI as if he's 6ix9ine speaking. So they put 6ix9ine's voice on Trump, in other words. So that's spiritual because these dudes ain't nothing but YNs. The way Esau operates, he's all about robbery, gangsterism, violence, vanity, self-destruction, and that's why it's been said that shalom. That's why it's been said that Salaki, I'm walking up a hill, but that's why it's been said that black culture is nothing but a microcosm of white culture, so-called white culture, Edomite culture. It's a microcosm of it because it's the same thing, and that's where you learned it from. Okay, same thing with these cartels, and because that type of stuff that's going on with the cartels, that wasn't going on when the indigenous forefathers were in the land before E came over. That type of shit wasn't going on. Yeah, they were doing particular sacrifices, don't get me wrong, but it wasn't to this extent. This is a level that it has never been on. And the reason that is because you have the man of sin and rulership. And as the scriptures say, as is the king or the ruler, so are all his officers. So all the people that are under E are just like E. And that's why the earth right now is under that individualistic, greedy, overindulgent spirit. They're in that spirit because that's the spirit of Esau Edom. Alright, who rules this world. And Trump is nothing but an Edomite too. So you see that. So that meme, first of all, that video is hilarious. Okay, the one where Trump is speaking just like whatchamacallit, like where Trump is speaking like they put 6ix9ine's voice on Trump. It was accurate and it was funny because that's exactly what it was. Okay, that's exactly what it was. It was nothing but gangsterism, but it was done with legally. So it wasn't even legally actually. It was actually illegal, but it was done with a suit on, and they painted it in a way to make it look like it was righteous. But like I said, they're no different from these YNs on the corner. Okay? Right? The reason why we don't deal with Jake is because Jake is like Esau. And Yahweh Shai said the same thing. He said, what? You have your father the devil, from the lust of your father you will do. Okay? And he said what? He was a murderer from the beginning and a bold not in the truth. So that's the spirit of E. Okay, that goes back to Cain, which we know Cain is who? Who in the reincarnation? That's Esau. You see? So he came back in that same spirit. Alright, doing what he does best. And now Jake has conformed into that image. Rather than conforming into the image of Yahweh Shai, which is what we're doing, he's conforming unto the image of Esau, this world. You know, because this world represents carnality, and Esau is the most carnal out of all the nations. Okay? So, this brother put up a scripture. This is from Awakened to Truth. It says, Psalms 49 and 11, their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever. Right? And their dwelling places to all generations. They call their lands after their own names. Yeah, Esau operates as if he's going to be ruling forever, not knowing that his time is coming to an end. But he knows it's shaky for him, but he's trying to act as if he's going to be here forever. No, you Edomites are going to be taken out of power. The scriptures say that after the war in heaven, that there was no place found for him in heaven anymore, right? So ultimately, after that great war with the dragon and his angels, which is Esau, Edom, you know, his fighter jets, you know, and the armies of the world fighting against Yahushua and the angels, which they're going to lose miserably. It's already written for you to lose. So you're stupid for even trying. But the point of the matter is that that at the end of the day, what was I gonna say? Yeah, at the end of the day, there's not gonna be a place found for you. So you acting as if you're gonna be here forever is a lie. You're lying to yourself. Okay? The scriptures say in Revelation 20 that he was given a little season. He wasn't given no long period of time to rule. He ain't gonna be ruling for no 1,000 years or nothing like that. Okay? Okay? You had a good what, 500 years, 550? Okay? Right? When you came in and put your image out there. Well now we're at the end of that now. We're at the end. And what's happening is that your image is being uprooted. Okay? So you see before, you know, the Edomite could just walk in the room and people would treat him like, oh my God, you know, the great so-called white man. But that's done. Okay, now these people are despising you, right? Especially the small hats. The scriptures speak about how he is greatly despised, man. Okay, how the Lord will make here my destination. Lord willing, this is edifying to the elect. I'll give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Hakodash. Just a quick hit, something that I wanted to say. And I'll say shalom.